Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question of the night. Why is Clyde Weston back in Salem? I really want to hear the answer to that one because you literally broke out of prison for a reason. So why are you back there for? What sense does that make? I mean, I hope that Ava did not give her up her connections to the mob because that just wouldn't make any sense. Now we're going to be spending talking about all the shows: General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Blood and Beautiful, Young and Restless. Let's sit there and do some quick roll call. As you are coming in, make sure you do hit the like button. It really does help. And this is still loud for some odd reason. Okay. Black Mind is in the chat. How you doing tonight? LaShant is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? I hope y'all had a great day. So weird not actually having General Hospital on for a solar eclipse. Like, okay, I mean, these things happen. There was really no reason. Part of it's like there's really no reason for them to sit there and actually, move it over to another day. But at the same time, I felt like people were over exaggerating. So, it's one day. I think you could be fine without General Hospital for one day. Okay, let's turn this off. But yes, what is he doing back in Salem? What sense does that make? It literally makes no sense to sit there and go right back. Then he calls Ava up, and I'm like, "Yeah, thank you, Black Man. Yeah, I got a lot of good sleep yesterday. Got a lot of good sleep. I woke up so early that I actually had time to get up like a normal person as opposed to just rushing out the door and taking a shower and everything like that. So it was a good sleep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Black Man. I appreciate you. Darby is in the chat. How you doing tonight? General Hospital fans, this is going to be a good week. General Hospital fans, this is going to be a good week. We have some slow stuff in the middle of these episodes, but it's going to be a good week. If you saw the preview, well, one of the previews, because apparently they did like three previews, but one of them is with Jason and Diane. I am so happy. I know a lot of people don't like Jason because of blah 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 blah. Cool, but when he walked in that office and Diane was like, "Well, that's Sonny's office," and Jason was like, "Not anymore." Yeah, all right. I was like, "Y'all heard that, right? Not anymore." So I am definitely looking forward to some General Hospital this week. Um, but yeah, I saw the solar eclipse. It was nice. It wasn't like, oh my god, I love it. This is the best thing ever. It was just like, okay. Debbie says, why does Clyde think Ava would do anything for him, or what does he have to compel her to do his bidding again? Yes. Now, my thing is, I would sit there and say maybe the jailbreak. I would sit there and say maybe the jailbreak. Be like, hey, listen, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to tell everyone that you broke me out. And I'm going to tell everyone that you broke me out, Steve broke me out, John broke me out. Yeah, all y'all going to go to jail for accomplices if you don't help me. That's what he has over her. That's what he has over her. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, unless he just kidnapped Wendy and Trip again. Which, by the way, Wendy definitely needs. Debbie says, he says, he's saying, he says, she's saying. Lord B's in the chat. What's good? You think that Ava wants to take that chance though? Hope you had a good day, Lord B. Yes, Lord B. I'm actually feeling a lot better. Thank you for asking. It was it was crazy. Autumn. Thank you for asking, Lord B. Appreciate you. Yeah, Albert, the more I was listening to that conversation between Hope and Finn, I'm like, so Steph was right. You weren't real. You weren't really ready for any commitment with Thomas. So why Hope and a Dizzy? Yes. Thank you, Autumn. I said the same. See, this is my whole thing. When people come in and they try to defend Hope, and they sit there and say, "Well, she wasn't ready for marriage." Well, if that was the case, then why would you sit there stringing him along? What did you thought was going to end up happening? Debbie says she thinks my word against yours. Alright. Hmm, okay. I guess we will see. I guess we will see tomorrow, Darby. And by the way, Kayla was really on something today. She berated Steve for like if Stephanie was in a situation, she would have did the exact same thing. What's good, Sir Charles? It's been a minute. How have you been? If Stephanie was in that situation, she would have did the exact same thing. So this whole high horse and everything like that, it's like, come on, seriously? I mean, I get that she doesn't like Ava and she doesn't like the fact that Clyde is free, but given the circumstance and the situation, I can't believe that she's actually being that naive about it. I'm actually going to sit there and try to be nice, even though she does not deserve it. But I just can't believe she'll be that naive about it. I'm glad Jason's going to be the one to ask me about his mess. Yes, I was just talking about the previews, telling something is off with Sunny. I hope he figures it out about Sunny. He's not going to figure it out until it's too late. Now, to tell you the truth, the way that Sunny has been acting, I feel like a lot of people don't seem to understand that Jason does not have a infinite amount of patience. And you know how Sunny is. Sunny can sit there and push your buttons and get you to a point where you get out of character. And maybe he thinks that he can keep doing that because Jason has been so, you know. Gloria's in the chat. How you doing tonight? But Sonny's about to find out the hard way that Jason, when I'm pretty sure you saw the previews with Diane when he's taking back Sonny, taking office Sonny. I mean, taking Sonny's office. And that's not going to be the only thing he's going to be sitting there taking from Sonny. I am very, 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 very excited for that. Very excited for that episode. I mean, it's gonna be a hellish week this week. I'm not gonna lie. Tomorrow and Thursday are going to be my hell days. But but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna do what we can to sit there and make this work. Um Bobby says it was not that Stephanie was wrong about Hope was not ready for commitment for Thomas. It is that she told Thomas that she never will be. Stephanie does not know Hope mind is made up. To hope is to hope to decide that Kyrie's the one and only. Kyrie's Clark is in the chat. I didn't see Clyde today. He better stay hitting. Kyrie, is he doing a live stream tonight? You doing a live stream tonight, Kyrie's? Honestly, I think Valentine is going to frame someone else for being Blackman because Valentine doesn't want Anna to find out about what he's up to. And Anna's sharp. She's gonna figure it out. She's gonna figure it out. But yeah, Kyrie, so you doing a live stream tonight? I know you didn't do one yesterday because of WrestleMania. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Kyrie says no live stream tonight. Tomorrow though, back refreshed, better than ever. Okay, good. All right, that's good. That's good. Sometimes you gotta sit there and take a day to sit there and just kind of rest and chill, and then come back in with that fire and that energy. So that's awesome. Um, yeah, good stuff. I grabbed the wrong. I know I had my other noodles somewhere and I couldn't find it for some odd reason. And I was like, you know what? It's getting close to 8 o'clock, so I'll just have something. I gotta sit there and look for this fish tonight. She was just in lust. She wanted Liam and he wanted Stephanie. Yeah, that was my whole thing. She wanted what she wanted. She didn't care about him. I didn't care for the solo clips out there. I'm like the cancel Jace Day for some solo clips. Yeah, it really wasn't autumn. It really wasn't. Um, yeah, I do think that some people autumn. I do think that some people were losing their minds. Stuff. Some people are losing their minds. Some people are really angry about them, moving GH. But to be fair, I'm like, you know what? I can take a day off from GH. I can move it to tomorrow. I got the other soaps to watch. Kerry says besides today's B&B was good. Why not Ashley was the only interesting part, and there was no Wendy on days and no GH at all. Yeah, the Ashley's was interesting. You got Kid Ashley, you got Dark Ashley. Um, I like to call her Two Face sometimes. Um, here's the thing, when she switched on Audra, because Audra was sitting there talking to Kid Ashley, but then like her facial expression when it went back to like Dark Ashley, I'm like Eileen Davis killed that scene. She kept keep forgetting I can't say the word kill for some odd goddamn reason. Whoops, well, I guess this video's gonna be demonetized. Um uh, but she killed that scene. Like that trans like the facial expression that she did was just like priceless. Yeah, that's right. Sheila is Ron is gonna be happy. Ron is gonna be happy. Bobby told Hope herself didn't know what she was feeling. In my opinion, she was doing it slow because Thomas has issues. Laura B, you have a very generous heart. You are very compassionate and understanding. You're a better person than me. So I give you your props. Where is my foot? You really think Ashley's playing that part? I mean, my whole thing is like, if you didn't want more than what he was wanting to give you, if you didn't want more than he was going to give you, then the first time he proposed to you, you should have ended things right there. And you didn't. Why? Because you like having the loving in the afternoon. You love having the attention. You love having the commitment. Like that's what you love. Yeah, no, she's like I said, Eileen. She's that chick. Well, she did my grandma, but I hate it so much when Finn says hope to be good for Thomas. At least Steffi had a reason to be biased. That's her brother. Oh no, I'm not Lorby, but I can be respectful though. I can be respectful of Lorby. That's why I say, I agree to disagree. Blackmon says Eileen Davis can play any part. That's why yeah. And Blackmon. That's why she gets to take as many breaks as she wants. She comes back, she's gonna bring it. Gemini, what's good, Gemini? Hope you had a good weekend. Autumn says Hope should have never gotten involved with Thomas because Hope knew who Thomas felt, how Thomas felt about her from the start. She knew Thomas wanted a family with her, to be married, etc. Hope never healed from Liam, exactly, but she wanted to sit there and get her rocks off. I think it's okay to be a little human, Curries. I think it's okay to be a little human. I mean, you're married. Doesn't mean that she's your jailer. That's why Ridge kind of bothered me. Ridge was like, well, Steffi, how do you feel about him going to the memorial? He's a grown man. He can go where he wants. He doesn't. You act like she runs it, like she runs that house. Gemini says Hope wanted a single man, and Thomas was available. Let's be honest. She could have went after Carter. He does, LaShawn, and what you call it, Jack. I like Jack, but Jack is dismissing Tucker, and I'm like, even Tracy's like, yo, listen, Tucker may have a point. Blackmon says she plays 5 to 6 characters in days and plays Ashley, and now with what she's doing now, she has taken off. Yeah, she's. I wouldn't be too surprised if she wasn't teaching classes. Danny, how have you been? How you doing? How you doing, Danny? Anna says, are Carter and Queso together, Abed? I feel like they've been, as far as, I mean, until they come back and say something different, yeah. As far as we know, they're still together. But, I'm just like, she could have went after somebody else. Or at least the minute that he proposed to her, she should have just stopped. Jonathan, what's good? Cherry Ice Cream, what's good? Ed, what's good? Exactly. That's the shot. That's why I call her succubus. What did you thought of it? I mean, it was all right. It was all right, Jonathan. Gemini says B&B is cleaning house. CJ Clover's in the chat. How you doing tonight? And Cherry Ice Cream, how you doing tonight? Samuel's in the chat. How you doing, Samuel? It's good to see you. Yes, CJ Clover, there was a new episode. Yeah, I remember you talked. I hope that you are starting to get a little bit better, Danny. It's good to see you again. I'm doing good, Cherry Ice Cream. I had a crazy weekend, I'll sit there and say. See, that I understood, Lashanta. Now, why did Finn want Thomas away from Hope? That I felt was a little out of pocket. But I hope that you are certain to get better, Danny. I don't really understand um why is Danny wants to sit there and fight for this Princess Louise character is just so stupid. I'm like, bro, you should be worried more about fighting for your job. You fighting for a fictional character? What are you doing? Bobby says, who is Clyde anyway? Oh, he's a character on Days of Our Lives. Um, he forced somebody to break him out of prison, and I'm wondering why is he back in Salem? Like, why come back after you did all that work to get out of prison? Why are you back? Oh, okay, CJ Clove. Yeah, I know Jakar should be excited to see those two. As said, this push for Maggie to move on is the same thing that Chad went through. Only problem is it's going to end worse. Yes, that's true. That's very true. That's true. That's true, Jonathan. Although Kayla annoyed me today. Kayla was on one today. Sarah says, I thought Heather and Daniel had a conversation on why he should fight for it. I think it's stupid too, but it was explained. No. I understand. Yeah, no, I get it. I understood the meaning behind it. Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, I understood the meaning behind it. I just think it's just dumb. It's just dumb. But honestly, to tell you the truth, what I didn't even think about was when Lily fired Daniel from his platform, it was a bad business decision, right? Now, as a gamer, Susan was good. Yeah, she was really out of pocket because I'm like, if it was Stephanie, she would did the exact same thing. So this yelling and being on this high horse was like, nah, bro. But like I said, with Daniel being fired, it was such a bad play because like as a gamer myself, getting updates and stuff like that, and then finding out like, oh, it's a new developer that's going to be doing these update patches. Okay, but this developer is crap now. So why am I sitting there playing your game? Oh, because he had a personal relationship with the boss and they got fired. Okay, so now it's going to screw up my gaming time. Autumn says, Albert, what do you think Ava is up to? Because me personally, I think Ava is working with Valentine. She's manipulating. See, I uh, I think she wants to. I think she wants to get more leverage over. Um. Okay, I'm going to answer that question in 1 minute. I think that she is. I think she's doing it to try to get close so this way she can have more time with Avery. I don't think she's working with Valentine. I mean, Autumn, if she is, I would definitely shout you out because you're not the first person that said that. Um, but yeah, exactly, Jonathan. I don't think that. Carter says, "Are you ready to admit the truth about Tracy Abbott?" I knew he was going to say that. How she is perfect for Nate and how she's okay. See, I knew he was going to say something like that. I knew he was going to say something like that. See, when you start saying stuff like that, I don't even have a comment for that. I'm just nope, nope. Sharian. Samuel says, I never felt sorry for Danny. He's getting fired was his own fault. If he would have quit and demanded for Luis's video game, that would have been different. Okay, well, that's your opinion. I'm almost actually kind of regretting reading half of that sentence too. Um, Curry says if Bobby wasn't so entertaining Audrey. Okay, so we're trolling tonight. Okay. We're trolling tonight. I don't even have a comment for that. Oh, yeah, I don't even have a comment for that. Danny says, I feel like that Carly might end up with Jagger, and because I've been hearing that Jason may end up with Carly, but I don't think so. Kind of a stretch. I mean, it's not out the possibility for Jagger or John, or whatever they want to call him. But yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, bro, I don't even have a comment for that. Um, yeah, sure, sure. But Autumn says Ava should be thankful that she even gets to spend time with Avery at all, considering she tampered with Morgan's. That's true. I don't think that's the problem, Samuel. And what's good, Ronnie Ron? That's not the problem. Well, I can't speak for everyone else, Samuel. That's not the problem for me. The problem for me is that she made a personal decision on a business level. You know, you firing them at their company job for something that they did during they did when they weren't at work. That's the problem. You know, honestly, tell you the truth, her going out with him was the problem. That's the issue. It's not the fact that she's being a mean girl now. It's the fact that you made a business decision off of emotions. Johnson says, and the weekly Jade preview, Jason. Yes, exactly what we were they're talking about, Jonathan. But I also like the scene when he came in with Diane, and Diane was like, Samuel says, I'm talking about how the writers write Lily and how they have always written Lily since she was a teenager. Okay. Well, I mean, I can't speak on that because I haven't been watching it since she was a teenager. But like I said, I feel like that's most people's problem with what Lily's doing. Danny says, Albert, how have to Danny says, Albert, have to say, been enjoying watching JH a lot lately since, yes, I have to. I will be at every single, Kyrie's, I would actually love to go to a fan event. I would love to go to a fan event. Um, I think it would definitely be interesting. Lashanta says, Lily, Petty Betty, I can't stand her. Like I said, I can't speak for most people. I'm just saying for me personally, and I think that's what a lot of people are having issues with. It's like you fired them for something that happened personal. You're a boss. Deal with that issue during your off time. But like I said, I love when Jason when Jason saw Diane's office and Diane was like, that's Sonny's office. And he was like, not anymore. Someone says, that's my point, Albert. I know you don't know everything about the source, but if you haven't ever experienced her mother, Drusilla, you wouldn't understand why fans like me hate how Lily is written. Okay. I don't know. Like I said, we can agree to disagree on that, but I get what you're saying from your point and the history and everything like that. But just that's just my basic observation about the situation. Her says, what if her fans come for you, Albert? Are you going to call Ron for backup? Harry's, I am the backup. I am the backup. LaShanta said Jill better give Daniel his property. If she gave Devon his company, all this drama wouldn't be happening. Hmm. Ron says, when you are at the fan event and they start attacking the actress playing Zende, saying you better stay the F away from Luna and RJ, what will you say to the bullies? Ron, I would tell them to get a life. I would tell them to shut up. And I'll be very threatening and very mean about it. Ed says, do you think that Clyde would finally get what's coming to him since he's done? Honestly, to tell you the truth, at this point, he should. I really do, because honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't see what good can come from actually, um, Harry says, oh yeah, I stand by what I said, that Albert is, come on, Kyrie, he's a good actor. He may have some qualities that I think we both don't like, but he 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 does kill it as being a good actor. You can't take that. I can't take that away from him. As much as I can have some issues with him on a personal level, I would have to call Lakeisha for assistance, not me. Oh, okay. Well, that's exactly what I'll do. That's exactly what I'll do, Ryan. And I'll tell them if they don't, I wind up slapping them silly. Come on, Courage. You know he's a good actor. Okay. Well, to be fair, I think if you're a member, you would know what that means. And you can know what that means by clicking the join button in the pinned comment and becoming a member. And yes, I will sit there and gloat. That was a great segue. Um, okay, I'm kind of over this song now. Oh, he's definitely right. Because I'm like, Brady, you doing too much. It's a longer conversations on GH. It seems more balanced, not just Carly and Sunny show. Well, you know, I, I'm so perplexed about Sunny because Sunny does make the show interesting, even though that he did some very scumbagish ish back in the day, and I can't sit there and ignore that, but also can't ignore the fact that he does make the show interesting. Um, Lashanta says, "Ah, but what happened to Holly for lying? Nothing. She got a punishment. They took away her phone, and she had a conniption fit about it. Kate goes to jail for 3 months. Nothing happens to Holly for lying. It's so annoying. Like she really actually had a whole conniption fit about her mother taking away her phone when Tate got a beating in jail. Like Ron says, Albert Taylor and rest and repeat. I knew that Stephanie was getting off free and rich. Yeah, exactly, Lashanta. And Rich needs to shut his effing mouth. So what if Baker would have charged her for murder? He couldn't do Ish. And you know, Ron, I'm not gonna lie, Rich did annoy me when he cut off Baker. He's like, no, I'm not gonna have her repeat. I was like, Baker, can you put some cuss in this man? And I said Kayla was too hard on Steve. I said the same thing, and I think she's choosing to be angry of the Ava of it all, but she would have done this. Yep, exactly. If Joey or Stephanie was in danger, yes. Okay. And Sonny actually thinks about his past and feeling remorse is better than him just not caring at all. Okay. I did see some old clips of Sonny just not giving an F, like when Karen died, even though she was on Port Charles. I don't understand how that works. Yeah, Lashanta, he does. He still wants to be with Holly. Okay, just because she's stupid. Okay, all right. Um, but yeah, she still has a thing. I mean, he still has a thing for her. Like I said, she got all upset. You know, yeah, there's a lot. There's a couple other people that said the same thing, Samuel. I disagree, but I know there's other people that said that too. And I'm like, eh, you're not the first person that said that, though. Well, that's true, Lashanta, but Paulina should be fired too for that dumb decision. Johnson says, but to Kayla's credit, at least she treated Trip like family, unlike Nikki on YNR when it comes to. Jonathan, that's why I rock with you. That's a good positive spin. Harriet says she did a horrible job at raising Jocelyn. Horrible might be kind of a stretch. That may be kind of a stretch. Well, of course, Ron, he is corrupt and crooked. Samuel says, but Adam was way worse than Trip, so I get why Nikki don't care for Adam. That's a really good question, Ed. That's a really good question because I mean, I don't know how Paulina is as far as mayor, but I would assume, I don't think that she did as much of a horrible job as the way you're making it sound out to be, Clarice. I mean, was she the best? No, but I've seen kids that have been a lot worse. You gotta sit there and remember something, Clarice. Think of it this way. Christina was way worse. Christina was way worse, and um, Alexis raised her. Alexis is super strict. She was a very super strict and very controlling and whatever. And Christina came out starting off like crap. So I know a lot of people don't like Jocelyn, but you gotta remember something. Christina was way worse than Jocelyn back in the day. So I'm just saying. I don't know, maybe. Exactly, CJ Clove. That's why I was like, I don't think that Carly did that bad of a job. I mean, you look at Alexis and how Christina came out. Johnson says, but the thing is, Nikki never welcomed Adam even before he arrived in town. He did bad deeds. In town, arrived in town, he and did bad deeds. Yeah, she did. She did. That's why I'm like, I mean, yes, and a more, you know, I don't think anyone will see it coming. I think it might actually be a great scene. As harsh as it sounds, Kyrus, I think it'll be a great scene. Ron says, I'm confused. So Everett wants Stephanie, and that's how he's gonna talk to her. Like, yeah, that was a little out of pocket. Samuel says, I need Josh to cut the ish. Give your mama had girl, your mama had you in a house with Sonny. Be mad at you. That's yeah. That's always been my issue with Jocelyn. She gets all upset with Sonny. Oh, Sonny is this and Sonny's that, and Sonny has made our world hell. He's made our life hell. I'm like, but your mom put you through that. Your mom is the one that married Sonny and had you live with her in Sonny's place. Yeah, exact. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why when Kyrie's is like Carly, didn't raise Jocelyn right. I'm like, well, considering how Christina was raised, and how she turned out. Johnson says, but we know Sonny would never threaten Josh in some form. He still cares for her. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, like I said, as a fanfic, yeah. Yeah, I gotta read up on this character, Ron, on this sugar character, because I was definitely before my time. Um, there's my soda. I'm like, but yeah. See, and that's another problem with. There's a lot of problems with her. As said, Josh loved all the benefits from Sonny until Sonny slept with Nina. Now Sonny's a thug and a bad man. It's been 2 years and she needs to get a life. Yes. Yes, she does. Well, Kyrie's, if that ever does happen, I will definitely shout you out. Actually, tell you the truth, I wouldn't just shout you. I'll be like, yo, GH writers, you need to sit there and give my boy Kyrie some credit. That is Kyrie's Clark. Get it right. LaShanta says, oh, Josh didn't have a choice when she was a kid. She did fight Carly, but she won because she was an adult. But see, that's my point, Lashanta. Be mad at her mom. Be mad at her mom. Don't sit there and always take out her crap on Sonny. Be mad at her mom. You want to sit there and talk about all the bad stuff that wound up happening in your life because of Sonny. Well, you know what? Your mom chose to sit there and be with Sonny. So you want to sit there and get an attitude? How about you get an attitude with your mama? How about that? That's why a lot of times Jocelyn's little attitudes and everything like that, she can miss me with that ish. Because you want to sit there and get mad at Sonny, oh, you do this, you do that, you do the third. Okay? Get upset with your mom. She put you in that situation. She put you in that scene. You deal with that. That's why I have no problem, Josh. That's why I have no problem dragging Josh like there was no tomorrow. And they seem like they've made the character dumber. No, Josh had a problem with when Morgan was killed, and he had a problem. He had her dad deported. Blame mama. She's not smart enough to sit there and put the blame where the blame is due. Exactly. Oof. That'd be crazy, Kyrie's. Like when Molly came in, be mad at Carly for being with a man. That's exactly what I'm saying. You're right, Samuel. We could talk about both. We could talk about both, Jonathan. Like I said, Jonathan, I don't understand why Clyde is back because it just makes no sense. You literally escaped prison and you're going back. Why? Deluxe, Josh bashed Sonny and still felt some kind of way when he didn't invite her when she wasn't invited to Sonny and Nina's wedding with the rest of the kids. She's confused. Yeah, they're writing her pretty stupid. Let's be honest. Constantine, I'm not really understanding that. Clyde is more the issue. It really doesn't. It's like he wants to be caught. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, you have what reason he has to go back there? It, like I swear, Jonathan, there better be a really good reason. I'm glad you. I'm glad you would like more Wendy on Days of Our Lives. That's cool. Look what happened. Yeah, it's called Life. It's like literally. Sonny promised Josh. Yeah, it's called Life. And it's her mom and Sonny's problem. She needs to sit there and stay her little self out of it. No, screw it. Stay her little ass out of it. I'm not being harsh, Kyrie. So I said I'm glad that you like more Wendy on Days of Our Lives. That's cool. How was that being harsh? I'm very confused by that. Maybe. Maybe, Jonathan. What else? What if Clyde does something to Chad and Everett is the one who saves him? Maybe. I mean, it'd be interesting. Simon says, ain't nobody blaming Carly for Sonny's actions. I'm blaming her for staying with a man who put her children in harm's way. That's her actions that I'm blaming her for. No, that's the thing, Kyrie, is I generally just don't care about her. You know, like I said, Kyrie, when she first started off in Beyond Salem, I liked the character. And then they put her on Days of Our Lives, and her character just went downhill. It got kind of annoying at times. And now her character isn't so annoying. I just generally don't care. And Trip is boring. And putting boring with somebody who I generally don't really have one emotion or the other doesn't really do anything for me. That's not harsh. That's just blah. Like honestly, to tell you the truth, the problem is, okay, that's kind of gross. Um, Even on the scene where I was supposed to feel sorry for Wendy when she was crying because she was going through PTSD, it just annoyed me. And I shouldn't feel annoyed. I should generally feel saddened by her pain, but it did the exact opposite for me. I don't know. Maybe they could just make her into a better character and I would have more of a use for her, I guess. Samuel says, Days wants to Stefano so bad, that's why Clyde is there. Yeah, that's probably true, Jonathan. I mean, unfortunately, I missed out on those golden days. I do like Orpheus for the character he is. Yeah, and I do like Orpheus. For some odd reason, the first time I saw Orpheus, I was like, you know something? I kind of like this guy. I don't know why. I like this guy though. Ron says, Albert, do you want when Thomas comes back to be no, because I'll be gross. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, Kyrie. I don't hate Wendy. When there used to be a point I didn't like her, but I don't hate her. I just you need to make her into a better character to actually make me care about her. I mean, she's almost on the same level as Chanel. And I know that's kind of an insult, but like I don't think that Chanel's a bad character. She's just with Johnny, and I find those two characters to be boring too. You know, I take that back. I like Wendy a little bit more better than I like Chanel. So she's she's a little bit a step above. Yeah, Jonathan. I don't know. It's something about Orpheus I just like right off the bat. Samuel says Wendy just stopped mourning her brother completely. What happened to her missing her brother? She, that is pretty annoying. That is pretty annoying. I love it though. Kyrie's is like Chanel is boring. Lashonda's like I love Chanel. Kyrie's gets annoyed when she says mama. Ryan laughs when she says mama. See, this is like what I'm talking about. It's like you have people looking at the same character in two different and have two different reactions. Funny, annoyed. Dave, hey Albert, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Did you see the eclipse? Yes, I did. And also, how did you feel about the earthquake the other? Well, it was weird. It was weird. It's the first time I experienced one. So, and it wasn't even a bad one. It wasn't like the house is just gonna fall under or anything, but it was weird. The eclipse is okay. I didn't think it needed to be live coverage of it. I did feel like they blown the eclipse way out of proportion. I mean, to cover it in the news for like a whole hour, like, and people went outside and they saw it, and I saw it with the special glasses, and then it was like, okay, all right, so I guess I'm just gonna continue my day now. Lakeisha, how you doing tonight? It's good to see you. Johnson says Lee's mirrors another story in limbo, like the fate. You know, it's funny, Jonathan. I said that in my review. I said that in my review about Everett and Jan Spears. That's so funny that you mentioned that, Jonathan. Simon says right now we're watching with the scabs rose, so I'm not too hard on days right now. Their stuff is filmed ahead and they just can't change it. Every soap opera is past the scab. Yeah, that was nice of you, Samuel. You have a heart. Lashanta says, I heard Nicki Minaj calls. It's just, like I said, it was so weird because some people felt it harsh and I didn't feel anything when I was at work. And then 5 hours later, I felt it. Duan, what's good? I see we're back to the original, Lorby, how what? Um, I see you back to the original profile picture. Oh, completely dark. Wow. It was mid dark. It wasn't completely dark, but it was a lot darker. Almost a little weird. Johnson said to her, Martha, as Belle is and open to return to days, but only if they give her a proper story. You know, Jonathan, that's what they had to do with Eric. That's what they had to do with Greg Vaughn. They had to do the exact same thing. Oh, Nick Minaj. Okay. Oh, the street fight came on. Wow. Damn. Duane says, Albert, why don't you and Nikisha get B&B canceled? No, Duane, maybe I should sit there and get Days of Our Lives canceled. How would you feel about that, Ron, if I got Days of Our Lives canceled? I think that'd be a lot more fun, though. Duane, to get Days of Our Lives canceled. As said, the writers could give Trip better storyline if they decide what type of doctor he's going to be, so they can use him more that way. That yeah, that'd be interesting too, Ed. And Kyrie says, I'm going off on Daniel tomorrow. Okay. Simon says, but it's funny to watch Sloan hate that she has to be a fake mama to a baby she stole. Yeah, and a fake mom, and honestly, tell you the truth, the baby that she stole, she don't even really seem like she cares about the baby that much. And now Eric is not they getting practically notice like the notice of like eviction and stuff. So I'm just like, what is going on? Deluxe said, did you see that? Yes, I did. That was one of the previews I saw today. So yeah, Jason did know right off the bat, like, yo, there's something wrong. That's why Deluxe, that's why he left. When he was with Carly and Sonny was just going off, he was like, let's just leave. Because he knew right then and there something was off. Ron says, Albert don't have to do anything because Bell said that he doesn't care about the audience and that they are not happy. They can tune out. Ooh, fighting words. Yeah, Justin, I did. Well, I look forward to this live stream tomorrow, Darius. Yeah, hopefully soon, Jonathan, because this needs to be over. This is just sad at this point. Cole said they need to give Wendy an exciting storyline. She's way too boring to watch. Yeah, and then you pair her up with boring Trip, and it's like, and Kyrie says, "I'm not live streaming Darby." And Lakeisha said, this baby storyline on Days needs to end immediately." And I agree. Simon says that's my point of her. She don't even want to be a mama and she hates that she has to be a fake mama. It was clear as day that Sloan don't want to be a mama, not even to her own kid. Yes. No, I trust me, Sammy. I can see the irony in it. Yes. Hmm. You know the sad thing is, Delashan, they can both be interesting if the writers want to make them interesting. And he says, Albert, when do you think when do you think about Jason right? What do you think about Jason right now? Who he should be with for a love interest? That I don't know. It's not going to be yeah at this point. Just Put him with Carly. Put him with Carly, because honestly, tell you the truth, I don't really see a lot of options. I don't see a lot of options. So put him with Carly for a little bit and see how that goes. Not really, Eagle Fang. And General Hospital wasn't on today, so as says, what would you think of the writers having Sasha Cribb have be and becoming a blank counselor, having her work? Ooh, see, and that is some good storytelling. Why do you want Jason to be single, Acacia? To be fair, like I said, I can't see them putting her with anyone. Yeah, I saw that Eagle Fang. It was meh. Like I said, Eagle Fang, I think that the media blew it out of proportion. Like it wasn't really that serious to be covering for like a whole hour to take off GH. I thought that was just kind of like unnecessary. Yep, Samuel today bringing another Gabby. that is a good storyline, being. We got the half over here in Florida. It was cool. Danny says, opinion, I think they should just bring in a new character for Jason. The love is kind of a long shot. Why not Jason and Elizabeth? Because I'm not feeling Elizabeth with Finn. Yeah, seems like they can get the love story that they were supposed to have. Hmm, I don't know. Carrie says Albert asked Ron again to sign my petition to get Tracy and Nate married and a surrogate. Ron, you gonna do that? You gonna sit there and sign Kyrie's petition for a storyline that I think maybe four people might be feeling at best? Here's the thing, Kyrie. I would sign that just to give Tracy a story. I'll say that much. Deluxe says I've seen some past Gage clips and that have love triangles between Sunny, Jason, and Carly. It's a bit messy. Yeah, I'd be cool with it too, Jonathan. Oh, Eagle fan, Sheila's a dog. Sheila is alive. They're not just gonna kill that person off. Hmm. Kyrie, why don't you put up a poll? Why don't you put up a poll? Susan said, "If you appreciate Albert Lashley, thank you. Yes, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you, Susan. Susan, you are amazing. I appreciate you so much. Where are we with the likes? Yeah, exactly, Lord B. I was like, bro, you're not helping. Oh, okay, cool. So we're at 21. All right. Lashanta says, "Where's Ned at?" They say he's not on days. That dude is taking a vacation, from what I heard. Put up a poll where on your community tab. I'm pretty sure there's an option that you can do polls on there. Johnson says, I still believe that Lee may have been accidentally been stabbed by his father, and he was convinced to pin it on Gabby. I can see that, Jonathan. It's not like he's exactly like Gabby. Yeah, no, Kyrie's on your community tab. There's a way you can do polls on there. I don't. Oh, okay. I don't know, Sammy. I heard that he was on vacation from both for a little bit. But that's what I heard. So clearly, I could be wrong. Ron says if and when Abed does try to protect his woman, Cynthia Wachos, because they don't like her character with Sonny, they will slap your teeth out your effing mouth and tell you to mind your business. Ooh, you want to slap me around and call me Susie? That's what I was guessing. That's what I was guessing. Well, damn, Ron. He's going to slap me around like a $2 streetwalker. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. Mm. Cat lady. Gorgeous cat ladies in the chat. How are you doing? Dolometics is in the chat. Was good. What am I singing for? Cat lady, I've been missing your reviews. You haven't made any videos in. Ooh, nice. Nice. That's what's up, cat lady. You haven't been missing much, Danny. You haven't been missing much. Don't worry, you haven't been missing much. Where is your comment at? That's what's up, cat lady. You about to hit that 1,000 mark? I'm so happy for you, cat lady. You have no idea. Duan says again, I see some guys early today. I seen a guy who looked exactly like Albert. I swear, him and Brock have a couple of clones from. Ooh, that's interesting. That's mysterious. Um, I yo, Carlos is really not. I don't think you want to hear my answer towards that. Yes, congratulate. Listen, congratulate Cat Lady. Ron says that's why I don't want you going to the fan event to save your woman. Just explain to them that it's not Nina. She's just playing a character, and that's an actual person. Well, you shouldn't be shocked, Cat Lady. You're good at what you do. Like I said, I missed your reviews. You haven't posted in 6 days. I'm pretty sure he's going to say no, but he should say yes. Here's the thing. I'm not crazy about some of the stuff you was there talking about with Nate and Tracy, but I do want Tracy to have a story. I just don't think that Josh is going to listen. Um, Actually, I'm like 100% sure. I can put money down that he wouldn't listen. Guys, to be fair, Josh Griffin. It's not like he's that much of a great writer anyway. You better off just getting somebody else to snip their writing instead of getting Josh Griffin to do it. Let's be honest. No, cat lady, you shouldn't be surprised. You're good at what you do. You give these reviews in a very fun and interesting way. You got your knowledge. No, I didn't get a chance to check them out. Why? What happened? They do anything interesting, Lashanta? I think he would, Carries. I think he would, especially if he's in person. You can be kind of intimidating at times. Johnson says Josh Griffin have more interesting material on days. Hmm. Yes, I was going to do one on Friday. Forgot they were not coming on today, so I'll do one tomorrow. Okay, well, Cat Lady, I'll be looking forward to it then. Yeah, I feel like that as well, Dolominix. That's what Samuel was saying, that we were still getting a lot of the scab writer stuff. So, but yes, Cat Lady, I will definitely be looking forward to watching your review tomorrow, because the first part of that sentence did kind of come across as a bit creepy. Um, Ron says, but Albert, Josh Griffin and Brad Bell, two different class. At least he's Josh. What's good, Big Nate? At least he's Josh. Didn't say what. That's true. That's true, Ron. Delamac says, I think next month the real writing starts. Oh, thank goodness. They were right, Nate. Oh yeah, Cat Lady. They just making them dumb. See, you know what? See, that's my whole thing though, Sam. Because I look at that, I'm like, Sam, you can miss me with that BS. Oh, Jason's dangerous. Jason shouldn't be around our kids. Well, you should have thought about that before you had a baby with him. You know exactly what you're getting yourself into. So see, that's my whole thing though. You want to sit there and be upset with Jason because of his dangerous life. You chose to have a baby with him. You miss me with that. Like that's the thing that just annoys me. Johnson says, "Do you think Christina should have a love interest other than Brady?" Kristen, I would like that because I do think that the whole her being obsessed with Brady is so old and just kind of ugh. And leave Sam. Yeah, her weird half brother. Kelly said, "Yeah, Sam she knew who she was with the whole time. Now, exactly, exactly. That's my whole thing with Sam and his anger. Just, ooh, I'm so angry at Jason because you're putting out something. Well, you should have thought about that before you had a baby with him. Shut up. Like I don't care." Harry says, "Do you want Tracy Abbott and Bill Spencer?" Bro, come on. I I don't really. I'm gonna be honest, Kyrie. I'm not really that interested in Tracy Abbott as far as like I would want her to have a good story, but I don't know. I don't rock with Tracy Abbott like that. I don't know who that is. I've never heard of him. Kelly says, I think Christina needs new love interest. Please don't seem it. I get what you're saying, Samuel. You're actually together before. Who were actually together before? I mean, like I said, I don't really have an interest towards Tracy Abbott, to be honest. So, Tracy and Bill. Oh, okay. I mean, to answer your question, I wouldn't be interested in it. I mean, that's cool that they were together before, but um, I mean, if you like them together, that'd be cool. Johnson says that's because he was never mentioned on screen, but he was mentioned sometime either by Demir or Megan. Mitri, I miss that character. See, that's a character I miss. I don't know what this whole Tracy Abbott thing, but Dimitri actually like. Yeah, I can see that, Samuel. Liz Shanta says I can't stand Sam, Olivia, Christy, and Nina. Yeah, I can see why. I mean, that's cool. Like I said, it's just me personally. I don't, you know, Tracy Abbott doesn't really do anything for me. So, um, like I said, if you like it, that's cool. Elliot says, why did Tracy Abbott wait so long to tell the fam that Ashley had problems? I don't even think you believe that. I honestly tell you, I don't even think you believe that. Kyrie says, as much as I sit there, yeah, I saw an old clip of him. Yeah, I remember that too. I remember that too, Jonathan. And how he got the best of Jada, she should be embarrassed for being a cop. That much I will sit there and say, because Jada has started to annoy me. Oh, the actress lives in the UK. Okay, so then yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't even know. No, actually, I do know what to say about that. She's not. Come on, bro. Let's not sit there and try to be a Nina apologist. Let's be real. Like I will give Nina her credit sometimes, but no, Nina has her Nina rhythms. Okay, let's just be real about that. And she's not evil. I wouldn't sit there and say she's evil. She's spiteful. She's petty. She can be immature. Um, there's probably some other things I could sit there and say. No, not evil, just spiteful, immature, a dingbat, um, petty, entitled. That's a lot of negatives. Deluxe says she needs to bring back a Luke type character. A lightning strike again, though. That's the question, Deluxe. And I saw you changed your profile. No, never mind, you didn't. That's somebody else. No, she's not evil, but let's not sit there and say she's a good woman. No, that's almost blasphemy at this point. Have a night, Lashopton. Okay. Um, Dolomax says Nina is annoying sometimes, but she's not evil. She's no more evil than some of G's other popular women, who happens to be a blind and rhymes with snark. As said, Jada handled the Eric and Nicole situation better, and she got pregnant, but she had all the smoke for Stephanie. Exactly. And that's why this is why I've been dragging. This is exactly why I've been dragging Jada so hard, especially Stephanie. I'm like, reign of terror. I don't. I mean, Kyrie, I know that she was bad back in the day, but I don't think that she's as evil as you're trying to make her out to be. I think she's immature and she's handling it very poorly for a woman of her age. But I don't know about going that far. Darby says, after I heard a spoiler that Kristen is mad at AJ because of how he treated Stefan, which is crazy considering the way Stefan treated her, tricked her out of her Damaris shares. Kristen Shea. That's true. That is 100% true. That I mean, I don't. I'll be honest, Kyrie. I don't really understand the full blown hatred of her. I mean, maybe a little bit of dislike, sure, but hatred? I don't know. I mean, Kyrie's. To be fair, I don't know all the stuff that she did back then. Um, I don't know. I mean, I can only look at her actions now. I heard that she used to do some pretty messed up stuff. She used to do a lot of messed up stuff. But honestly, to tell you the truth, in this weird way, that's what makes the character work, right? Black Mom says she was dangerous. I mean, yeah, that's Ellis is a murderer. Hmm. Yeah, Black Mom did sit there and say she was dangerous back in the day. Don't like says Steffi's acting kind of weak. Old Stephanie would have never let Jada talk to her sideways or Everett had have all her twisted. Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's why I'm really surprised she's letting her get away with stuff like that. I'm like, girl, you got to get a backbone because Jada definitely shouldn't be walking over you. That is no, 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 no. I'm like, Jada, you do realize that you don't really have a lot of friends, right? And you getting upset with her for exactly what? Because she didn't do a deep dive on the person she was with? You know how stupid she sounds? And the thing is, I never used to really dislike Jada like that. Until recently, she started acting like a Karen. Black Mom says she ran into two people in her car. Okay, all right. I maybe Carrie's got a point there. See, I'm only basing off the stuff that she did now. All the stuff she did back then. Wow, wow, that's bad. that's that's bad. That is, oof, that's bad. Oh, hold on. Carrie says, I forgot to tell you, Brady is still a four and nothing more. I don't know why, but every time Kyrie says that, it makes me smile. I could have like the most terrible day ever, and Kyrie should sit there and write that, and it would just make me smile. Blackman says, Aubrey, I'm looking out for you. Oh no, she sounds like, well, she sounds exactly like what Kyrie is saying. It's a sociopath. Joey says, when Stephanie was played by Belinda from Teen Wolf, she was a gangster. She would have had Jaden Everett. Ooh, damn, I missed that version then. Why? Dolomix, I feel robbed now. I feel robbed of what we could have had instead of this watered down version of what we did get. As says LOL, she didn't do a deep dive on Eric or Rafe, but she's telling Stephanie that BS and she knew the history of Eric and Nicole and still stayed before she caught him. Ed with the effing facts. Carrie says, because I feared you forgot that he's a force. Well, Carrie always knows how to put a smile on my face, so I appreciate you. Johnson says, how do you think that Jada will react if it's revealed that Everett had the idea the man she was married to was her alter? I think she would still be broken up. Um, I think she would have an ounce of compassion from the mental illness standpoint, but the problem is, Jonathan. I don't know. I don't know how much I would actually care. I mean, obviously, I would have some sympathy for Jada because no one deserves to be treated like that or to be cheated on and stuff. But like, I'm gonna be honest, the way that Jada's been handling it has just been pissing me off. So it's like I gotta dig deep for this thing called a heart and compassion to really have it for her. Dolomec says, I bet you missed some good characterization of Nicole before she was in full crying mom mode, was fired too. Hmm. I heard she was something. Yeah, that's the thing, Jonathan. It's not like I don't have compassion. It's just, oof. Harry says, was I being a little delusional? I said, Maxie can get more. Oh no, you were definitely being delusional. I mean, Kyrie's my boy and everything like that, and I had a good laugh. I don't remember her saying goodbye. I know Lashanta did, but let me say, see what I mean? Y'all talking about the history of Stephanie's character. That's what I'm talking about when I speak about Lily. These writers don't write the characters the right way. Hmm. Yeah, I was going to sit there and say, I don't remember Laura B actually saying goodnight. It was Lashanta that said goodnight. Which, to be fair, I got to sit there and get some rest too, because I got to wake up super early tomorrow. Tomorrow's hell day, so I got to get that good rest, because if I don't, everything's going to be screwed over. So yes, I'm going to sit there in the stream here, because I do got to wake up early in the morning. Now, I was only gonna sit there and stream for an hour anyway. Oh, I got you, Lovely, I got you. But I appreciate having you in the chat, even if you weren't commenting that much. I appreciate you. But yes, I'm gonna end the stream here because I do gotta wake up early. Have a good night, Queen Janet. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Ed. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through with the facts. Appreciate you. Have a good night, Kyrie. Have a good night, Laura B. Kyrie Clark, my guy. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Laura B. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Yeah, you know how those mornings are, Jonathan. Have a night, gorgeous cat lady. I look forward to your review when you get back to it. And I'm gonna be so happy when I see you at 1,000. So have a night, Dolly. Thank you for joining. Have a night, Ronnie Ron. Have a night, Susan. Johnson says, join us next time for another edition of Soul Chat with Dr. Bostic. Thank you, my friend Jonathan. You're always a G. You're always a G, and I appreciate you. Have a night, Darby. Oh, thank you. Thank you, cat lady. All that is all you, and I am going to sit there and be cheering you on. Johnson says, good night, everyone, and hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button, share the videos, and if you want to become a member, definitely do that because we're gonna have some interesting conversations. Have a good night, Duan. Thank you for joining. And have a good night, Lashanta. Have a good night, Deluxe. There's some more people. Can't. Have a good night, Samuel. Have a good night, Nate. I'm gonna feel like crap if I can't remember who else came into the stream, but you know you are. Stay safe, and I will see you. Have a good night, Duan, and I will see you in the next live stream. And like Jonathan said, hit the like button. Laters.